one of the most truest, authentic Christians where, they had like, one of the first books of like, the Bibles. As like the Bible has been like, rewritten and translated in so many ways. They had one of the first versions of it. Because last time I went to see her, like I got the Invisalign program.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was on that, and then like just wearing it thin all the time was just like overwhelming, and just like after a while, I just threw the Invisalign somewhere, and then like the T just shifted back to like wherever it was,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you know what? That's just a natural way, I'm gonna just let it be.
Yeah.
So, basically, oh yeah, you scored? Awesome.
Wow.
So you play youth 10, right? So youth 10, like you guys play 7v7 or 9v9? 11s? No way. MSI? Sam Soccer? Oh, that's the one in Germantown, right? That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering why he was still on the ground for some kind of a soccer thing. I don't know. I can't tell you because it's been so long since I've been to Jersey City, and I don't know much about Atlantic City either. Oh,
So like,
nice,
what
Griff.
about like your parents? Like, where did they originate from?
Jersey, Bayonne, New Jersey, actually. And a lot of my relatives still live in Bayonne, New Jersey.
Bayonne.
Yes.
Well, I don't know much about Jersey. I've been there like twice, my whole existence. I think I was in Rutgers.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had one of my cousin's husband graduated from Rutgers.
Yeah, so I went to Rutgers in Newark. Like, I was just visiting during the summer because they had this huge event. Like, it's like a car race event. Like they have it like every year. So we just went there, and I got a little bit of Jersey experience. But the only thing I can say is like Jersey has bad roads.
Oh,
Like Jersey's roads are terrible, and I'm just like, that's because the place is so urban, where like
yeah.
there's so many people there, so it's always being utilized. But I don't know much about Jersey, to be honest with you. I know Maryland, I know Virginia, West Virginia, New York, a couple other places. Like, yeah, I have family in California as well.
Ah.
My little cousin actually just graduated from UCLA.
Oh wow.
Married.
52 years in October.
Wow.
52 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes, it certainly is, but it's gone by very quickly.
Why do you
52
say that?
years, because it just has. Just,
You don't seem like you've been married for 52 years. You don't
yeah.
even look 52.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Way past 52, past 72.
well, I'll
Also,
tell you that you look better than a lot of people that are 52 years
thank
old.
you very much. Well, I'm a big fan of exercising. I have a trainer. I train 3 days. Well, actually, I train with my trainer 3 days a week. Have for over 7 years.
That's awesome.
I box. I
Mm?
love boxing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Should I be worried at all?
No, no.
I hope now you got me. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I might just catch a jab real quick. Like
No.
I gotta be ready for that now.
No. I could never hit anybody. I can hit a bag or hit his whatever, but gloves, but I could never.
So you do it for like the exercise.
Yeah,
and
just
for,
yes. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's good cardio too.
You ever do yoga?
No, I can't. I used to be fairly good at it until I started training. And then my muscles, you need to really stretch, and I don't stretch the way I should, so. But yoga does. It's sort of very calming. It just kind of, yeah, it's very calming. And for someone with I'm always busy doing. Yoga would be very calming for me, but I don't do it, so.
Okay. your body looks like this, and you're
Yes.
walking like that. You can't scratch your back, and like after a while, it's like
Yeah.
I'm not so of a tall guy, and
Yes.
like
Yeah.
once I get very buff, it just doesn't look cute.
Yeah. No.
So what happened was I stopped power lifting and stuff. So I did it just for like the just looking good for the ladies. So they
Yeah.
be like, oh,
Yeah.
he got the ass,
Yeah.
he got the.
Yeah.
But then now they don't really care no more. Like you know, they don't really care as much. So they only care about how you're able to like add value to their lives, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, oh, that would have been.
And when you do work at it, it comes to a point where you're actually able to know your partner
Oh,
like the
yes.
back of your
Think the
hand.
same things. I will think it, Jack will say it, or vice versa. Yeah. It's kind of neat to get to that point in a relationship.
Yep. Well, I definitely understand where you're coming from, cause like now, right? When I meet like females, like I'm not really looking to like just have a fling or maybe even be in a relationship. I'm looking for my soulmates,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
even just the thought of that scares a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm really looking for my soulmate.
Yeah.
And like, how do you actually find your
Find your
soulmate?
soulmate. Yeah. Who knows?
Uh,
You'll know. You'll know. You'll just know.
I had my first Tinders. You sit in there, you swipe. As you keep swiping, right? You get a match, and then once you get a match, you don't know this person from anywhere,
But yeah.
right? So you start a conversation, right? And like based on whatever it is that you say, they might like it very much, and then you meet the person, and then they might not look as what they look on on the internet, and then it's like, oh my God, that's what you actually look like in the morning. Oh my God. So it's like we get the different perceptions, and sometimes the perception is what helps us like actually get engaged, and then once we get to find out what the real is, and then we might not be.
Oh, that's a good tip.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you know how many minutes left in the game? Maybe like 4 or 5. Okay. Yeah, just wondering because I'm starting to run out of memory here. Like, with a memory card, I've just been recording everything. There you go.
Is that why you're getting the red blinking? Is that why that's blinking?
That's
Okay.
correct.
It must be because all these people are coming in for the next game.
That's good. Like it brings parents together. It gives like Ooh, wait.
Oh, now, ooh, 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 oh, oh, that was so good.
Yeah, I know it was. You almost had it too.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, I told you get into the end. The game is gonna be wide open.
Nice.
Move the ball. Come on, Alou. Get in there.